Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Speaks on It. Come on in, come on in. I got some questions. Child, I got some questions. Get me caught up. Come on in. I got some questions. I got some questions and I need y'all. So I need y'all to come on in. Somebody, somebody come on in. Come on in. I have questions. Child. Come on in, help your girl out. I'm phoning a friend. I'm phoning a friend. Come on in. Let's talk about it because I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm trying to understand some things. I'm trying to understand all things Peach McIntyre, all things beloved. Like, come on in. I haven't been caught up with either one of those two. And it's some stuff going on, and I'm trying to understand. Come on in, let me know, drop a comment, like as you come on in, like, share, and subscribe. Come on in. Hey, Laura, how are you? How are you? Welcome. Come on in. Um, Let me do some things in my back channel, make sure that we good to go. Whoo, child, I'm trying to get comfortable. Peach McIntyre. We're gonna start there. We're gonna start there. I've been having people say, "Hey, Chic, I need you to talk about Peach," and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. I think now I'm ready to get into Peach and what she got going on because, child, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm trying to see some. I'm trying to see something. So talk to me. Who is Peach McIntyre? I just really came to know of her not that long ago. Laura says I was showing my sister what I watched on YouTube. What was her thoughts, child? Listen, Peach McIntyre, y'all help me understand. Help me understand. I'm Chic. This is my channel. Chic Speaks on It. This is my backup channel. So my main channel with my bigger following is Chic Speaks. And over there, child, we get into some other things. They get real controversial. So I got this second channel over here. So just in case ish get funky, I got this channel over here to keep the show going. So people have been saying, Chic, get into Peach McIntyre. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. So I've been kind of slowly trying to kind of dip into it and try to get to understand, get to learning who this woman is. And high level, I've just come to see that she's someone who's I don't know if we want to say controversial. She has over 600,000 followers just on YouTube. That's just on YouTube. And she got a big family. I think she's advertising that she's pregnant with baby number 8. But child, I just watched the video with her laid up in the hospital. So I'm like, okay, we got some things to talk about because she talking about they might need to get a sprinter for the family because of the new additions that she just learned that's coming along. So Peach said, listen, yeah, my back was hurting. I went up in here to this hospital and they told me, ma'am, yeah, your back hurting because you're not carrying one baby, but two. Who carrying two babies? I just learned this woman got a whole football team already. Who carrying two babies? What do you mean? What do you mean it is two? Listen, I'm reacting like they didn't told me it's two because I know good and dang well that ain't the number that we that they needed to hear in that moment, child. So that's gonna take the family from, I believe there is 7 children. We about to jump to 9. We about to jump to 9 kids. And then they talking about the dad, the husband, the father. He not even showing that he even happy about it or whatever. The kids are excited, but he looking crazy. Rightfully so, because from what I'm hearing, he don't really carry his weight a whole lot anyway when it comes to that family or those children, and she's holding it down. I want to come out here and talk about it. And then B Love name got inserted into the chat. So she over doing a mukbang. B over there doing a mukbang, eating Popeye chicken, talking about people coming for her. Hey, Angela, how are you? Listen, child, I'm trying to understand. Do y'all know who Peach McIntyre is and B Love is? Because it's some stuff going on and I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. B Love over there was doing a mukbang, just talking about, she wasn't saying no names, but with me following the breadcrumbs, her conversation was centered around Peach McIntyre. Now, I did catch, so happened on the one live I caught of Peach, it was like coming off of maybe a live. I don't know that I did. I don't know, child. Somehow I ended up on Peach page. And she brought up B Love's name. And she was in her feelings about B Love telling her, I guess, talking about how Peach had made $1 million and just lost it. And B Love was just in a state of confusion because she like, how the hell that happened? How you losing money like that? How are you losing money like that? Angela says, not familiar with her content. How do I find her? With Peach McIntyre, you can type in Peach McIntyre. B Love, you can type in that as well. B Love have like over 3 million followers just on YouTube alone, 1 million plus followers on Instagram. And Peach McIntyre has over like 600,000 followers on YouTube. So type in Peach McIntyre, MCT, how it's spelled in my MCINTYRE. I think hopefully I spelled it when I tagged it in this title. But I had just been bucking the system. I really want to go down the path of Peach McIntyre because I'm like, child, with all the energy I got going on my main channel, I'm like, listen, Linda, I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I can take it. But because I've seen some of Peach's content before, child, I guess the recommendations come. So a recommendation came of her laid up in a hospital, talking about I went to the hospital because my back was hurting. So I'm like, okay, because I knew, she was pregnant. Some people was questioning whether or not she really was pregnant because I guess they feel like she be doing entirely too much for a pregnant person. But nonetheless, she's pregnant. It's estimated that she may be 4 or 5 months pregnant. I don't know if she's ever put it out there how far along she's pregnant, but y'all, people been just putting the map together. So different people are kind of just talking about her because she's pretty big on YouTube. So I seen somebody talking about her on a live, putting the map together, talking about 4 or 5. She's got to be around 4 or 5 months. And even if that's the case, 4 or 5 months ago, she was out there fighting. I heard somebody tell me she got into this fight at a hair salon with somebody and she got it ended up with a black eye. But so somebody was doing the math and they were like, okay, well, she had to have been fighting when she was pregnant. She had to have been pregnant when she was fighting, because when you kind of do the math back to when that fight popped off and based off of like how far along she is, child, she was up there getting it in while she was pregnant. So I'm trying to understand. I'm confused. So I got that I got to sit and marinate on her fighting when she was pregnant. I got to marinate on her having already, I think, 7 kids. I got to marinate on her having twins, and I got to marinate on the husband looking crazy when he learned the news and her asking, so how you feel? Are you happy? And he naming off the kids in the house who are happy, but he ain't speaking on how he feel. I just want to talk about it, see if y'all know who the hell this person is, because it's a lot. And I'm just now learning about her on high level. But child, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready, because anytime I've mentioned her, say on my other channel, people like, Lord have mercy. Like everybody know who this woman is but me. So it made me kind of scared, because y'all know the energy I get already on the other channel. I'm like, I don't know if I got the fight. I don't know if I got the fight to deal with that thing and this one right here. I don't know. So I've been slowly taking baby steps to creep on in it, and I'll creep in. I'll be like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. And I feel like the universe is just kind of pushing me in. They just pushed me in because of the stuff that's coming up on my timeline, child. Y'all, help me understand what the fuck is going on. All things Peach McIntyre. What's the deal? What's the deal? Because I feel like everybody in the world know about this woman. I don't know if I can look at it to where the Lord been protecting me and my soul and my energy from her, because I'm like the only one who didn't know who the F this woman was. And the little bit that I'm starting to learn, I'm like, okay, it's a good thing that I was sitting over here in the unknown. It is the good thing I've been sitting in the unknown, child. Virtuous Mormon says, "Good morning, Sheik and Chat. I pass on peach cactus is enough lost brain cells for me." Like that's what I'm that's what I'm picking up. And then so in my recommendations, I'm getting these things pertaining to her. And I'm like, what the heck? So, but the latest was me seeing that she's pregnant with twins, and she done called the man. And so she's sitting there looking crazy. Somehow, I don't know if he was at home with the kids, but he wasn't there with her at the hospital. They done told her, yeah, your back hurting because yeah, you got a hefty load that you carrying. And it's not one but two. So she just laid there by herself looking crazy on the internet. And then somebody talked about, so I was listening to somebody live and they were talking about, and they was like, well, she live right now at the casinos eating pancakes. So she had just finished being on the internet talking about, I guess, her back hurt and learning about having multiples. And then now she over at the casinos getting it in. They said, I think they said eating pancakes. Now, the one little live I did catch of hers, she talked about how she's building a second place. She likes to gamble. She had this live going on where she was trying to raise $10,000, y'all. So she was selling her products for like $1.88, some random some random number. She was selling her products, like her e-products for. Child, I was up like, oh, bet, let me get in on it. I spent about $7 and some change on like a couple of little things or whatever. So I'm trying to support the cause. I'm trying to support the cause. Child, y'all selling something, y'all got me. If y'all catch me in the wee hours, I'm likely to help a player out. That's just me. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what you got. Let me see how I can put something on it. But she's trying to raise $10,000. And they like, Peach, why you need $10,000? She said, because I want to gamble. This $10,000 is my gambling money. I want to gamble. So I'm like, okay, well, she is selling a product for it. So it ain't like she just said, hey, give me $2. She's selling a product. So it's just like, okay, well, she's selling something. What she does with the proceeds, that's her business, because she is selling. Some people just be like, yo, just give me money. Y'all know how that is. She like, listen, I'm giving y'all a product. So listen, in exchange for y'all coin, I'm giving you this these ebooks or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I see you. But she did insert B Love name in that live. So I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. I knew who B Love was. I never got into her content heavy like that, but I knew who she was, and she did the mukbang. She had a big brand. So that's just the extent of what I knew she did. But but Peach started talking about, I guess B had shaded her and she didn't appreciate that, because I guess B kind of talked about how Peach had made $1 million, and I guess just as quickly she made it, she lost it. So B Love was sitting in a state of confusion, like, how the hell, how do you do that? How is it even possible? And so Peach was like, I got something for her. She over there on this pop-ups, situation. She don't even do her mukbangs no more. She just doing this pop-up. That's her new hustle. I'm about to teach on how to do pop-ups or whatever, because I know what she's doing. So people like, oh God, not Peach trying to come for B Love to try to get her get back. So she started talking about, she was about to do a video talking about pop-ups and tag B Love in it, just to try to be petty at her because, petty, because Peach was like, I need to do pop-ups too. I can do pop. Child, it was just like, it was too late for that. So I closed the laptop. And didn't think nothing else since then. So fast forward to today. Be Love. I saw a video where she came back doing a mukbang, eating Popeye's chicken wings with hot sauce and peppers and strawberry Fanta, going in, talking about people who just, talking about her and how she get her bag. And oh my God, child. I said, you know what? You know what? It's time to phone a friend. I need to phone a friend. So I got on the stream yard and set up a live because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. And I know many of my followers know a lot more than I do when it comes to Peach McIntyre, because her name has been brought up in my chat before as far as people to cover. But some people were like, no, 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 I can't do her, Sheik. But then some people were for her. So I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know. But that's why I got this channel. Because over here, listen, shit, anything goes on this channel. My other channel, y'all listen. Listen, I'm talking to talkie. Y'all want to hear over there on my main channel. If y'all new to this channel, my main channel is Sheik Speaks. Sheik Speaks over there. I talk about y'all just one channel. One channel, I talk about the channel Queen of Kings. Like I go in, I talk real heavy on that channel. So I'm getting some smoke because of that. So that's why we got this channel. So I talk about that over there, but people weren't really here for me really talking about a whole lot of stuff outside of that. So this channel, it's just like, y'all, this is like the gumbo channel. So we can talk about all the other stuff that people didn't want to talk about over there. We're going to talk about it over here, including Peach, Be Love. I'm trying to understand what's going on. I'm still flabbergasted at the idea of Peach being pregnant with twins because I've been hearing conversations that the insurance ain't quite kosher over there, and I think she got some kids that got some some medical things, some things going on that they don't feel from following her that she really is really on top of. So the idea, and then the kids got some interesting names. So if y'all familiar with her, y'all can. The kids got some real interesting names. Yes. So I ain't learned everybody's name. It's more than four. So it's a lot of names that I have to get to learn. So we in the beginning stages of learning who this person is. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. Fill in the gaps. Let me know who this woman is. Who this woman, Harpo? Who this woman? Who this woman? Because it seems like everybody I feel like knows she is, but me, because she has a huge following, over 600,000 followers, and I had never, heard of her. I'd never heard of her. I'm familiar with Strong Mommy Chrissy. Now they said Peach is competing with Strong Mommy Chrissy. Strong Mommy Chrissy. I've been following her for years. I know who she is. I think she got a good solid 9 up in there. Is one set of multiples, and everybody else is just a single. It's one set of twins, and everybody's a single. So that means she had at least 8 pregnancies, but she did have a miscarriage. Her last pregnancy resulted in a miscarriage, and I don't know if she had any other ones in between, but I know her last pregnancy she announced. I don't know if that was earlier this year, late last year. She would have been pregnant with, I think that would have been baby number 10, but that resulted in a miscarriage. So I like Chrissy. Chrissy be on her stuff, but y'all, they be coming for Chrissy too. So she be fighting, but I ain't never really, Chrissy don't really go hard at people who kind of do content on her. Her thing is don't be coming for my kid. Like she's big on, like, sometimes people be weird and they'll just like go to her kid's school. Recently, she talked about somebody like stalking her daughter's like social media. Like, bruh, like you doing too much. You're doing too much. And to me, from what I've seen with Chrissy let people say whatever, but just don't be trying to show up to her house. Because like I've seen stuff like where she'll talk about like where people legit like will roll up on her. And it's just like, when is it ever that serious? So child, like it's a lot going on with a lot of these family channel, I like to call it, type channels, because as I said, I believe a hustle is for these people to be having these babies to grow that brand. That's what I think. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Maria says, morning, everyone. Chat room. Good morning. Good morning, Maria. Good morning. Bless up. She said, hey, everyone. Virtuous says, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Yes, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Yes, we are talking about Peach McIntyre. I'm getting to know like who she is, and by default, I feel like it because listen, the way this algorithm is now set up, it's like you gonna get to know her. Laura says it was hard explaining the Bigfoot channel to my sister. I bet it was. I bet it was. Sue says, hi, Chic, like you. I just recently learned of Peach too. Yes, I mean, she's quite interesting. She comes off to me as like a very kind of down to earth type woman. Um, very different. I feel like, you know, she moves in a different type of way than the other person who I speak on a lot of. I find Peach McIntyre to be, I don't know, so far from what I've seen, I find her personality to be more bearable, I would say. And but I'm still trying to learn about her. And it just seems like there's a lot of like controversy surrounding her. And people consider her as also someone who isn't very honest, who lies a lot, who says one thing, like, for example, like with this whole new pregnancy announcement and her calling her husband and saying, hey, you know, how do you feel about us being pregnant, you know, with twins for the first time? People are like, no, like she said she was pregnant with twins before and it resulted in a miscarriage. So you have been pregnant with twins before. So which one is it? So it just seems like it's another, you know, situation where you really got to kind of stay on top of things because, you know, you'll hear her say one thing and then you may hear her say another. So this is just what, from people who have been following her, this is what they're saying. I haven't gotten into her on that level as of yet to see, okay, is that how she roll? Someone who I was listening to, they were like, listen, I'm gonna go, hopefully she don't see, they were like, hopefully Peach don't see this video, but I'm gonna go and pull the receipt on when she talked about them being pregnant before with twins and a result in it resulting in a miscarriage. So not sure how long ago that was, but right now, fast forward today, current times, she's saying she's pregnant with twins. I haven't heard anything as far as like her knowing the sex of the babies, but it is twins. Um, I don't know how many. I feel like she has at least one girl already. I know she has one daughter already. I think most of the children she has are boys. So, but it just seemed like people aren't here, just like with that other one we talked about. People aren't here for this pregnancy, and it seems like people aren't really here for this pregnancy because of how she shows up for the children that she has. They get to talking about her not combing her hair. They were like, when she pregnant, she don't comb her hair, but when she not pregnant, she comb her hair. Don't know what the correlation is to that. Remember, it is early on with me trying to understand who she is. But like I said, I was, you know, B Love's name got inserted. So I'm like, okay, how is B Love? You know, what's the deal with that? So I went over to B Love's channel and she has a video up top that says, let's address the drama. But she doesn't say who she's speaking on intent purposely. She says she doesn't like to, or what she does now at least, she doesn't like to say the name of people who she is at odds with. She doesn't want to give them, I guess, that much energy or attention or whatever. But for the most part, in, you know, her video, which is a mukbang, she's just talking about how she still does mukbangs, but you see her doing other things like the TikTok pop-up shop because it's another bag. It's another way for her to make her money, which she says, if you know anything about the Be Love, you know, I don't play about my money. I'm about getting that bag. And if you watch me and listen to me, I can show you too. So I took that as, remember I said one night I saw a live of Peach and she was talking about Be Love and her doing the pop-up. And to me, it was almost like she was talking about Be Love in a way of her doing the pop-up because she has to, because I guess things with her other brands and things like that aren't working out. So now, like, now this is the new hustle. That's the way I took it. And I feel like B Love kind of is interpreting it that way too, based off of how she's speaking on, as far as with her response, with saying, well, no, I still got all my other hustles and businesses, whatever, everything is doing what it needs to do. It's just that I had to, I shift gear. You follow the trends. And she talked about the pop-up, the TikTok pop-up you all came about last year, last August. She said they just celebrated their 1 year. She said she joined it in September. So now it's like right at a year since she's been doing the pop-up, and she says she makes a lot of money from it. And because she got on so early, she's kind of one of the higher, I guess you can probably come up in a search based off of like the recommendations. So she's one of the more popular people to follow. And she was like, listen, back when I learned of this, I was telling y'all about this hustle. Y'all need to get in on it. Y'all need to get in on it. So if you listened, then you would be one of the top, people as well when it comes to the TikTok pop-up. But even today, if you still choose to jump in on it, you're still good because it's still new. They just made their 1 year. So her thing is, listen, there's multiple ways to make this money, especially when it comes to just the internet, content creation. She showed some article that says in like the year 20, I don't know if that was 2050, how content creation marketing is going to just be like just this sought after type job. Like, so she's basically saying anything dealing with like the content creation and you kind of honing in on your skills pertaining to just content creation, dealing with this whole social media thing. That's the way to go because it's in line with the wave for where things are going in the future. So she's saying, listen, don't talk about it, be about it, be about your business. So I want to hop on here and talk about that, talk about B Love, talk about Peach McIntyre, because I believe that both of those women in their own right have shown to be successful. Now, back to Peach McIntyre. On the live that I caught, sis was like, listen, I got over 2 million followers between all of my platforms, my socials. But right now I am working to build my channel. I guess she has this new channel. I haven't found it. Where she's going to be gambling. I don't think it's going to maybe be gambling with Peach or something like that. So she's like, listen, it's going to turn into the biggest gambling channel on YouTube. Mark my words. She says at the end of the year, I promise you, I will be at 100,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of this year, before January 1, 2025. She said by first quarter, going into second quarter of next year, so around April, she says that she will be in the top 3 of the largest gambling channels, the gambling channels on YouTube. And she meant that thing, y'all. She said, listen, I even know there was a sector for gambling on YouTube, because it's not even legal like everywhere, like to be gambling. So I'm like, okay, so she's saying her goal is to become number 1, but by spring of next year, she will at least be number 3. This is what she said. Now, this is where you come in there. Right? So she was on live saying, listen, I'm trying to raise $10,000 by I don't know, she had this sale going on. It was going to be maybe about a 24-hour probably sale. And she's like, y'all, I'm gonna make that money. Y'all need to understand, when I come out here and say I need some money, I get that money. But I at least come out and and provide a product, sell you something. So therefore, in exchange for your money, you can get something. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. But a lot of people are saying, yo, Peach, you got a whole habit out here. You got a gambling addiction. And she's like, well, no, I don't have a gambling addiction, because I tried not gambling. I think she said for 30 days. I don't know. And I was able to do it. So because I was able to do it for that period of time and still function, that means I do not have an addiction. That's what she said. That is what she said. I don't know how strong her gambling goes, but when I went to her Instagram, I did see a lot of like videos and things where like showing where she was like at the casinos. So I'm like, okay, but like I said, I ain't got no opinion of her just yet because it's early on. This is where you come in there, because people are like, no, you got a damn addiction, man. You got an addiction. Let me get into some of these comments on here. You have an addiction. PM says, hi, Chic and Chat. Hey, PM, welcome. Laura says, so I heard of Peach. I finally heard of someone, learned of Suki, learned about the actor singer man that is paying back child support, but heard of Peach. Yay. So you said, listen, you said you heard Peach. So we're going to start there. You at least heard her. Yolanda said, just stop to say good morning, Chic, and everyone at work. Have a great day. Good morning. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, girl. Hey, have a good day. Happy Friday, everyone. But listen, I'm trying to understand what's going on. Peach, she's someone to where she talked about, I've heard her talk about like she got it out the mud, you know. She's one of them people that just, you know, she started out being on, you know, government assistance, like many people. Many people have that story where because she has an ebook. So that was one of the products that she did sell. I haven't started reading that one. I had just was kind of reading the YouTube one first. But I did purchase the one that she has about her story, her life story. And she's like, you know, listen, I think she just came on the internet and started doing content creation, maybe 2017. It hasn't been like 10 years yet. But she said, listen, she was a mom struggling, you know, think government assistance, trying to get it out the mud. And she ended up, you know, getting on the internet, and she started selling. I think she got her popularity, she said, from selling waist trainers. She was distributing waist trainers. And I think she said she blew up when Rashida Frost ended up wearing or promoting one of her waist trainers. And that kind of took her to like a whole nother level. So this is what I heard her on that live I caught where she kind of talked about it. So I did, you know, get her ebook to try to learn, you know, more about her and her story. Hey, you crazy witch. Hello. She says, hey, Chic in chat. PM says, I haven't really watched Pete, but I believe I like her better than the prune. Yes, so far from what I'm seeing of her, she seems more consistent, I would say is the word, than the prune. Like I'm picking up consistency, but I haven't watched a lot of her content. But what I have seen, she seems to be consistent. It seems like she fights a lot. This man, she has talked about these kids that she has. She has a lot of children, but she says they're all by her husband. So she called him Wood. That's who I think she refers to him as, Wood. But she's saying, listen, yes, you know, I got a lot of kids, excuse me, but they're with the same man and they're with my husband. So that's more than a lot of people can say. That is more than what Chrissy, strong mommy Chrissy, can say. But listen, the thing I like about her, Chrissy, is that, you know, Chrissy definitely shows up for her children. They always look very clean, well-behaved, respectful. They always just have smiles. Y'all, we don't be hearing. I remember when her kids was like babies, like you wasn't hearing all that crying. Like it was a different type of sound bite coming from her channel than the other channel. So it's just little things to where it's just like, yeah, I mean, I just rocked with her. You know, she was just trying to, you know, make it do what it do. But I did get to a point to where I started to wonder if her having such a large family stemmed from her wanting to build on the brand, especially when I would see that as she was getting into different relationships, it was like an announcement of a pregnancy. And my thing is like, okay, you don't have to produce a child, make a baby with everyone you get involved with, especially when you have like a lot of kids already. So that was the first content creator that had me to really question if whether or not some of these people have children to grow the brand. And so she was the first channel I kind of started looking at. And then over time, I'd see these other channels and they'd have these big families and you're hearing about them announcing another one. And I'm like, okay, there is something to this. And with Peach McIntyre, That is now, what I'm hearing people who are very familiar with her, they're talking about, they're saying that they feel like her growing her family is centered around the brand as well. And I just think that if that is the case with people and them growing their families and it's centered around the brand, I don't know. I just feel a way about that because it's just like, are how are these children going to be? Are we really having these kids because it's just like, oh, I just want to be fruitful, I want to be, I'm just for like, or are we having these kids because we see there's a dollar sign associated with them? To me, whenever I would look at having kids, I would look at, okay, it's a dollar sign associated with them because from money going out, money going out. But with the content creators who, to me, I feel like are like having these babies the way they having them, I feel like they put a dollar sign over their head as in a sign that it's money coming in. It's money coming in. So it's just like, okay, okay. So if that is taking place, then now we have to look at, okay, and drill it down into the treatment of the children as they're coming. How is a child impacted when they're brought into a family for the purpose of building a brand? Basically for the purpose of work, it's like labor. Like back in the day, do you ever hear stories where maybe your grandparents or your parents, depending on how old you are, they came from big families and it talked about having a big family was beneficial when you live, say, on the farm, because like my mother-in-law came from a big family from Louisiana. She was the oldest of 9 kids. And she talked about how, of the 9, it was 2 girls. So 7 boys, 2 girls, her and a sister. But everybody else was boys. So the boys worked outside with her dad, and the girls, which just her and her sister, worked inside doing just all the things to chores pertaining to inside with the mom. But she said having the big family, it helped to just keep things going, as far as with the family, with handling business, because you don't have to, worry about hiring workers or the adults doing everything. And to me, having big families made it easier even on the parents too, as they were having these big families, because guess what? As they're popping out these babies, the other kids are getting older. So guess who's helping out with these kids? The older kids. My mother-in-law, you're helping out. You're like mom number 2 to your siblings that's younger. So it's just like I really kind of just go deep into, when I think about like these big families and really how and the impact on the children, the older children, because they're doing a lot of the work when these children come, because mama and daddy, they're just, that daddy likely outside working. Mama's likely don't work outside, but she's in the house. And really from a manning realistic standpoint, mama can't do it all by herself. So yeah, she is heavily reliant on the older kids, the bigger kids, to help out. So now taking this thought process, I'm talking about how back in the day when it was that, now we have the content creation. So it's just like now, okay, we build these families because it's going to extend the brand for our channel. So people can then follow us as we're having this baby and we're showing this journey. Child, everything is a plug. Everything is a plug. Y'all know me by now. I go deep. I go in the weeds. I get to analyzing it. And what I found just interesting is that as I'm just getting to know Peach, other people are saying this very thing, as in, yes, she's having this child for the purpose of extending the brand. And it's just like, wow, I was just saying that about somebody else. So this is a thing, and it's not something that I'm taking notice of. Other people are taking notice of these things as well. So I ain't crazy, child. And that's why I like being able to come out here on the internet and share my thoughts, because it helps me, and it kind of co-signs some of the thoughts and things that I have when it comes to some of the things that I see or hear, because I can kind of bounce it off you, or I can put it out there and you all can be like, yeah, Sheik, I see what you're saying. I agree. Or no, Sheik, look at it this way. And it's just like, bet. And that's what it's about. Just trying, coming together to talk about some things, not about bashing or talking back. It's just about trying to understand. So Peach is just someone else I'm trying to understand. And then Be Love, I'm trying to understand there, because she's like, listen, I'm moving around doing different things because, for one, I'm an empty nester. So my children are grown and I'm paying attention to where the moves are when it comes to getting this bag and making this money. So that's what you all see me do. And Peach over there, with how she moving, it's the opposite of how I'm moving over here. And how she moving, it ain't making no sense. So it looks like, that's where the two ladies, how they're on the opposite sides of the fence. Hey, Rhoda, hello, welcome, welcome. Have y'all hit the like button? Hit the like button for your girl. Rhoda says, hey, chat. Toya says, good morning, Sheik and y'all. Good morning, good morning. Shadami says, Sheik, what do they have you over here covering? Listen, I was saying Peach content just kept coming up in my recommendations. And I'm like, and I have been bucking the system, fighting it with trying to really dig into the weeds to get to know who she is. So I came out here because I'm like, okay, maybe you all can help me get to know who she is, because I know on my other channel, people have inserted her name and talked about her. And I felt like everybody knew who she was except for me. So I'm like, okay, she's coming up on my recommendations. I see a video with her laid up in a hospital talking about I checked into the hospital because my back was hurting. And the doctor was like, well, ma'am, the reason why your back ate my neck, my back, y'all know that Kaya. The reason why your back aching is because you are not only carrying one baby, but you're carrying two babies. Yes, child. They done told that woman she got twins up in there. Hey, Addison, welcome. Hello. They done told her she got twins. So she's laid up in the hospital looking crazy. Like, what? She's trying to figure out how they supposed to transport the entire family. So she making phone calls to Wood, who I've come to learn is the husband, to let him know what the news is, because for whatever reason, it wasn't an option for him to be up there at the hospital with her. I'm going to just assume that he was at home watching all their children, but he wasn't there with her. I don't know who she was with. She didn't say, and she didn't show nobody on the camera, but her husband wasn't by her side in that moment. So when she learned that news of having twins, she had to take that one in by herself, from what I seen, because she didn't have nobody else in the camera. She had to absorb that one by herself and then get on the phone and call him to learn, to make him aware of what their current situation is. Now, word on the curb is like they saying he gonna get the help. He gonna run. They saying he gone. I don't know if he kind of one of the people, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So 1 minute he there, they say then she lose it. And then like he come back. I don't know, but they said the Wood is about to be on the run, because ain't no way he's gonna be sticking around for all of that. So welcome. Virtuous says, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Yes, please come on in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Addison says, Peach trauma dumps a lot. It's a lot. Like, I'm still trying to absorb her getting into a fight in the salon with a woman and walking out with 2 black eyes, y'all. I haven't even seen that content yet. But early on, when someone was trying to give me background as to who she was, that was the picture that they painted. So I had to close my eyes and picture a woman leaving the salon beat up and with a black eye and still covering content. That's what I had to do. So that's what I've done over the last couple of weeks. Today, I'm like, okay, I'm about to start asking some questions. Y'all know what I do over here. I always encourage, when you don't know, ask, search for answers. And that's what I'm doing over here. I'm trying to search for answers to learn what the F is going on, because a lot of people apparently do know what's going on, even if we over here don't know what's going on. But that's okay, because somebody gonna come over here who gonna know, because there are a lot of people. She has a really big following, and there are people talking about her, and there are people who know a lot about her situation, and then they lead with she's not the most honest and truthful person. Also, early on when I learned who she was, she had this wake up with Peach type situation, and people got mad at her because one of the days I guess she didn't wake up. So she didn't wake up and do the class. So somebody was kind of in their feelings and mad about her. So I think, Peach ended up just getting pissed off and just shut the whole damn thing down. It's like, F it, ain't nobody waking up with Peach. She said she had overslept. How she was spread, she said she overslept. So she missed the morning class. And so somebody was just calling her out on being unprofessional. They was going back and forth in the comments. Peach was like, you know what? F that. I'm gonna give you back your money. I think the whole wake up with Peach experience was, I don't know if it was around $30. It wasn't a lot of money. It wasn't a lot of money at all. But Peach was like, listen, I'm gonna give you a portion of your money back. I'm gonna give you a portion of your money back. You know what, y'all? I'm just gonna probably not even do it because so from what the latest I've heard, I think she just shut that whole situation down with the whole wake up with Peach. And I think the wake up with Peach was just centered around just content creation and her doing like a hour sessions on helping you or teaching you how to do what it is that she do. And she was like, more often than not, she stays on beyond that hour. So she like, listen, y'all ain't complaining when I give y'all more than an hour. So how y'all complaining? How y'all complaining, when I, have this, this make this mistake. So how she went to fix the mistake, y'all, with not showing up. She was like, okay, well, to make up for the class for the next, I think she said for the next 4 sessions, she was going to stay on an extra 15 minutes. Then people was like, no, Peach, that don't make sense because you already stay over. So that you need to give us another class. Child, it was a whole mess. She was like, F it. I think I'm just going to scrap the whole thing. So when I heard her speaking not that long ago about when she was trying to raise the $10,000, she did say that she went ahead and scrapped the whole wake up with Peach. So I guess she was pissed off and she never came out of that and said, F it, I'm not doing it. So like I said, the energy so far I've picked up from her is that she's definitely more bearable than that other thing that we talk about on Mother Channel. But she is still arguably a problem, where some people are like, yeah, you just don't move, you just not the most professional person. So when I got into them comments, that was what it was heavy on, with people like, Peach, you're not really all that professional. You don't take criticism well. That woman had a good point. She was just trying to, give you some fair, good criticism, and you just didn't handle it right. Like, so basically these people were like, nah, you in the wrong, you in the wrong. I didn't see not one that was favorable for her. But she has this huge following, but just like that other one has a huge following. So they both have a huge following. So somebody be, watching her, getting into her content because she has a really huge following. And she says, listen, when I put out stuff and I say I'm selling stuff and I'm trying to make money, people show up and people support, period. I'm going to get mine. So she says she going to get hers. Laura says children provided security for families. Now they're here in the U.S. are a liability. Yeah, it's like, it's just to me the new hustle in a different way. Because remember, I just bumped it up and I compared to back in the day when families, people have a lot of these kids to help out with the, with the land. So now fast forward, since it's not about, helping out outside with the land, now it's about helping out with the brand on the internet. So really, I guess it really hasn't changed. It's just like the shift has moved from being outside in the field to being on the internet. So it's still, families kind of, expanding these families for financial reasons. So like, it's deep, child. Like the more I really, I think about it. Addison said, Peach cried and said her last baby had a disability. I felt so bad, but none of it was true. What do you mean none of it was true? I heard some people talking about one of her children having a disability and then not seeing her take the child to like the doctor and because disability was something like serious, like something like ongoing, uh, that you have to kind of watch. And they wasn't seeing her or hearing her talk about, going to the doctor so the child can be tended to and get the resources that they need. And that sparked conversation where people started wondering, like, they're feeling as though Peach gets some type of government assistance, because they like, child, ain't no way, with as large as her family is, that she is financially handling all of this on her own. They know Obamacare is somewhere in that situation. Obamacare is somewhere in that situation. So they're trying to make it make sense. So they're like, okay, Peach, okay, this child has a disability. Did you learn what the disability is rooted from? And does it make sense to continue to allow yourself to become pregnant if you know there's this possibility of this your child being born with a certain type of disability that may be rooted from just you or your husband? So that's kind of the conversation that I was hearing people talk about today. So I don't have any opinions of all that, because am very early on with learning who she is, but these are things that people are talking about. And so I want to bring it over here to you all, just in case if you were familiar with her. Are you familiar with that part as it pertains to just medical situations with children that she does have? And I want to learn your thoughts on the idea of her being pregnant now with a set of twins. And I don't know how far along she is. I haven't heard her say, but I've heard people, when they do the math, they come up with about 4 or 5 months. But Peach did say, when she announced being pregnant, she didn't do it early on. She waited, some time before she announced it, which a lot of people do. A lot of people at least wait until after the first trimester. Most of the time, at one point, I don't know if that stat still stands, but more miscarriages take place. The last stat that I read on, more miscarriages take place during the first trimester. So a lot of times women like to wait until they get out of the first trimester before they start, announcing their pregnancy. So that made sense. Laura says, and mamas from poor societies had zero access to any form of birth control. Yes, I've heard that too. Laura says, so if you did a Venn diagram, where would overlaps be with other YouTube mom content creators with differences? You would have a dry erase board. Addison said he was in her stomach and she said he had half a brain or some disability. So this particular child, Addison, did this child survive? Like, is this child here, or did that baby, was that baby not birthed, or like what happened with that particular child? Because I know she has a lot of kids. And someone mentioned at least one of the children having a disability or a serious medical condition. Addison says, yes, he is her youngest baby. Okay. So again, like, I'm wondering, did she get down to it with learning the root behind that disability? Because a lot of times if we learn the root of something, we kind of decide of whether or not it makes sense or if it's fair for us to continue on with having more children, or just to say, yeah, let's just not have any more children. We're good. Especially if we see that based on the genetics, think this can happen. But here's the thing: if she has like 7 kids and just the one has that disability, I don't know if people would still try to still have kids, because it's a numbers thing. Because out of 7, 6 of them are healthy? Are the other 6 like healthy? Is this youngest baby the only baby that has like a serious like medical condition or birth defect? So I don't know. We just gotta kind of go deep with it. I think when we're having children and um there's some things going on from a medical standpoint that's impacting that child. I think it's only fair for us as parents to really have serious conversations with medical professionals about that, as to what that looks like, what it like means, um, how it's going to impact uh, the child's life, their quality of life, like all of those things. I think we should ask those questions because it's a lot taking care of just one child with a disability. So for someone to, have to do it with multiple children, which some do, it's hard. It's hard. So I don't know. This is just interesting. Lavette says her last child is living. He is named Phenomenal Child. So I was hearing these people just roll off these names, and I'm like, okay, but they weren't names that I can kind of remember. So, child, I'm about to make some notes of these names as y'all drop them in a comment, because was one of them Wonderful? Is there a Wonderful as well? I don't know why I feel like Wonderful. I don't know if that's the daughter. I don't know, y'all, why I feel like Wonderful is a name of one of the children, but they were very different names. Do all the kids have, I guess we can say, unique names? I have a unique name. Do all the kids have a unique name? Because I can't remember. So Phenomenal. I made a note, child. Listen, we in school, we the honor students. I made a note of that one. Note to self. Note to self. Let me see. Note to self. Let me see. Addison says one of her oldest sons have a disability. Okay, so now we got two. So we got two with a disability. Do we, Addison or anyone, do we know what that disability is? Because again, we can't ignore these disabilities that our children are born with, because it impacts everyone. It impacts the entire family. So my thing is, okay, you learn you're pregnant. The child's going to have a disability. That's that. And you say, okay, bet we're going to continue on with this pregnancy. We're going to birth this child, take care of this child, do everything. I think that it makes the most sense to really want to understand more about the disability. So therefore, what the odds are of bringing another child into the world with that said disability. That's all I'm saying. So given that we're now about to have baby 8 and 9. Like there were a lot of babies born before then, to where it's just like, it shows that, okay, she's just like, listen, whatever happens, if it's healthy, it's healthy. We're going to pray for a healthy baby. If there's a disability, it is what it is, because, the way she's popping these babies out, y'all. Laura says exploitation of children. It's a thing. It's a thing. Lavette said Peach continues to have kids to keep wood. Their hair is always a mess, and she lets them make a mess in public restaurants. I see why y'all relate her to that other thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing I'm seeing the similarities. I'm seeing the similarities. I've just heard people talk about Peach not combing her own hair. They said, I should have known she was pregnant because she don't comb her hair when she's pregnant. I guess she'd be like, shit, I'm pregnant. I'm just letting it all go. But some people do that though. Some people get pregnant and they just let it, like, they just be like, whatever, I'm pregnant. What I'm looking like, what I eat, like, it don't matter. And that's something I always say, ladies, don't do that. Don't get pregnant and just get comfortable to where you're willing to just let yourself go, eat up everything in sight, not keep yourself up just because you're pregnant. Like, to me, that's no excuse. That's no excuse. But I've heard people talk about it as far as with her, they can tell, she's pregnant because she don't comb her hair, child, when she's pregnant. Lavette says Gregory McKay okay, so Gregory McKay, wonderful, gorgeous, and amazing. Y'all, what y'all think the twins' names gonna be? Do we need to do a poll following suit? Because let's see, is there anything Gregory McKay? Gregory McKay, like, is that a full first name? Let me see, 1, 2, or is that Gregory? Is there supposed to be a comment after the Gregory? Or is Gregory McKay? That's just his name. He's Gregory McKay. Then you got wonderful. You got gorgeous. Because remember, it should be some more names because she has what, 7 right now? So how many names you just gave, Lavette? You gave 1, 2, you gave me 4. So we got 5, 6, and we got 3 more names. Yeah, we missing 3 more names. Ooh, child. So let me make a note. We got great. We got phenomenal. I got okay, well, we already had phenomenal. So we got Gregory. We got wonderful. We got gorgeous. And we got amazing. Okay, Lord Jesus. Thank you for that, Lavette. I appreciate you. Gorgeous is her girl. So everybody else is a boy. So gorgeous is a girl. Gorgeous is the girl. All right. I got my notes. So gorgeous is the princess. That's the daughter. Gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. Gorgeous is the girl. Addison says, I think it's one with disability, but I could be wrong. Okay. Lavette says, all 6 of the youngest seem to have learning. Lord Jesus, you didn't say all 6. Okay, so we only got right now 7, and you saying all 6 youngest. So we saying only one of them seem to not have a disability. Lavette, is that what we thinking? Just one of them is fully healthy, and there's 6 that seems to have, you said, some type of learning disability. Okay. I'm trying to keep up and take it in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Lavette says the twins' name should be Alpha and Omega at, oh, Jesus. Alpha and Omega. Okay. Lavette said Alpha and Omega can be the twins for now. So until we get, okay, so twins, Alpha and Omega. So until we know otherwise, we got Alpha and Omega. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lavette. I appreciate you. Gregory is the oldest. So Gregory is the oldest. Oldest, y'all got my notes. Oldest is Gregory. Gorgeous is the girl. We got Alpha and Omega are the twins to come. McIntyre. Okay, so McIntyre is her last name, right? So did she ended up naming one of the kids that? Because I thought her last name was McIntyre. I thought they were saying she didn't take on the husband's last name or something like that. Laura says, we do not in general support eugenics, but with children with diagnosed disabilities, they get more government assistance. So yeah, my thing is, I'm not talking about like not bringing them to life. My thing is, at what point do you say, you know what, I'm just not going to continue to bring children into this world because I know that if I bring the child, it is very likely that the odds are more in favor of this child having a disability because of from a genetics, from her or husband's genetics. It's just really thinking it out, because yes, the a child with a disability is an entire check. Yeah, you can get a check for that, Laura. You're right, because if any of these children are on record with having an actual disability, she can get a check. She can get a check. Lavette says the beginning and the end. Ooh, a little puppy. Hey, you says, I have no idea who Peach is, but I'm here because you're here, Chic. Thank you, little puppy. Listen, I'm trying to learn who Peach McIntyre is. I guess you and me both. There's a lot of people who do know who Peach is. Lavette, Lavette know more than seem like most of us. Lavette and Addison know more than what we do. Lavette says McIntyre is one of the boys' names. Okay. Okay, so thank you for that. So then we got McIntyre. Right now, we're trying to learn these kids' names because they got different types of names that we probably, some of us wouldn't just automatically remember, but because they're so unique, maybe we will now. So we have McIntyre, we have Phenomenal, we have Gregory, we have Wonderful, we have Amazing, and then we have Gorgeous, which is, I believe, her only daughter right now, and she's pregnant right now. She just learned with twins. So the reason why a little puppy, I decided to talk about Peach McIntyre is because on my other channel, people had there were some people who were bringing her name up and asking for me to research her to cover her. But y'all, I wasn't ready because just the little bit that people was dropping in the comments and then what I was seeing, I'm like, listen, I can only do one special case at a time. The way this brain is set up. But since then, there's a few little things that I've seen on Peach McIntyre, and her content has come up, in my recommendations. So I decided to want to take the time to explore and to get to know who she is deeper than what I have. Because she is someone who a lot of people do know about. She has over 600,000 followers just on YouTube alone. And then she has a really big following on Instagram. So she said among all her platforms, she has over 2 million followers, 2 million followers. So she's big out there. She's big. So I wanted to just talk about her. Also, I inserted the name B Love's life because they've had like this back and forth going on. And I initially heard Peach talking about B Love because she didn't appreciate, I guess B Love had kind of shaded her, made a comment about how she lost $1 million. I guess when Peach made $1 million, she lost it. How she lose it, I don't know. But from what I've come to learn about Peach, she likes to gamble. Some people believe that she has a whole gambling problem. Peach said, I ain't got no gambling problem. I went 30 days without gambling and I was functioning just fine. I just like to gamble. And matter of fact, I got a gambling channel that I'm about to blow up, make it the biggest channel on YouTube. I'm about to make this the biggest gambling channel on YouTube. Just sit back and watch. So these are things, that I'm learning about her now. B Love's like, listen, I know how to make money. I don't know what's she doing over there, but these different moves that y'all see me make is because I'm following the bag. Like, listen, this is how you make money. So just because you may not see me over here doing this mukbang on this day, I'm still doing it. But I'm also doing this TikTok pop-up shop too, because child, y'all, if you know, you need to get in on this bag with this TikTok pop-up shop. Even Peach McIntyre even co-signed and said, y'all, that is where it's at. I'm going to do something to show y'all how to do it because B Love, she over there doing it and I'm going to do it. I'm going to tag B Love. So that's kind of was my first time hearing Peach kind of talk about B Love and insert her name. Now B Love is now on her channel, got a video, trying to address things, but without saying Peach name intentionally. She purposefully did not say her name. So there's kind of like this banter going on, and y'all, I'm like this. So I'm like, F that. She just jump on YouTube and strike up a live and have the people help you out because child, I was trying. As B sitting there doing that mukbang, eating them Popeye's chicken, I'm leaned in, trying to catch the tea, trying to understand. And it was a lot. God damn it, it was a lot. It was a lot. But Lavette said Peach benefiting off these kids well during tax season, and she know it not during tax. Child, what y'all think that tax check? I thought it's a cutoff when you got a bunch of kids to where they stop giving you that check after about a good 3 or 4. And after that, people start, letting folks listen. Y'all know what people do with the extra kids. So I thought there was like a cutoff. So listen, y'all got to peep these hustles these days. Laura says the goose that lays the damaged eggs is collecting money. Listen, Laura said, listen, when you know. Addison says, I like Peach Mama. She has a YouTube also. I like Peach Mama. So what's her mama name? What's her mama name? Because they said that's who she be going crying to when that man would get ghost on her. Because people are convinced that it's about that time for him to get ghost again on her. So I don't know if you can set a clock or a timer, a countdown, an Outlook countdown for how long he sticks around. But they said, yeah, it's about that time for him to be running off, especially now that he know that it's twins. She told him, how are we supposed to transport everybody? We're going to have to get a Sprinter now with all these kids because this would, I think, take them up to 9 because I seen a thumbnail where it said 8 and that was like before her knowing she was having twins. So child, in my mind, the twins would be 8 and 9. And I asked what y'all think these names gonna be, because we got McIntyre, phenomenal, Gregory, wonderful, gorgeous, amazing. I think Levette said Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega will be, might as well be the twins' name. But I am sure in true Peach McIntyre form, they are going to be some unique names. They are going to be some unique names. Laura says, so marvelous and beautiful will be the twins' names. So let me write that down. We got marvelous and beautiful. That's, to me, goes in line with the theme. If we want to identify a theme that she has going on. So listen, I bet you it's gonna be something creative. It ain't gonna be Lisa and Mark. It's not gonna be Nicole and Mary. Like, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. No, I don't think so. Addison says Peach actually coached Prune. She said it on live. Oh Lord Jesus. Who said it on live? Prune said it on live. Jesus Christ. I'm still trying to work through the Prune and what's her name? Sukiyana. I'm trying to work through that. So you didn't hit me with Peach and the Prune. Like, that's a lot. That is a lot right there. That's a lot. Like you didn't hit me all upside the head with that. That is a lot. Ain't no way. Oh my goodness. Jesus, fix it. Addison said that's when Prune cut her hair and it began. So around that time, that's when she said she was talking with Peaches when she cut her hair. So that means that was before I really started really getting into the Prune's content. Because, child, like, I remember the video from when her hair was cut, but I wasn't really watching her content really heavy like that prior to. I just heard her say her reasoning as to why she cut her hair. And she said because her husband, he didn't come back home, and she was wondering if she felt like he might have left her. Ooh, child. See, that's why I struck up. That's why I went ahead and put it, turned StreamYard on, because I wouldn't have been able to come up with all of this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Laura said the focus is not on children. Addison says Treaties World. So this is the mama's channel, Treaties World. Y'all, let me go over there real quick. Y'all know how I'm good for jumping around. I don't know if I want to call it a field trip just yet, because y'all ain't coming with me. Let me try to Treaties World. Try to see if I can find her mama channel. Let me see, did I get that right? Did I spell it? Treaties World. I don't know. I didn't get anything that came up on that. I don't know if it's spelled right. When I type in Treaties World, I didn't get anything. Who is that? Addison. I didn't get anything that came up under Treaties World. Not that looks like it's her mama's page. I'm not seeing anything when I type in. Oh, let me do apostrophe. See if that makes sense. Treaties World. Okay. Treaty. Treety. Well, it's let me see. Treaty World. Okay. Or is it maybe it's not spelled correctly. Addison, is it spelled I'm seeing a channel that's coming up, but it's not spelled. So yeah, did you double check that for me, Addison? Treasy, what do you say? Treacy's. Okay, let me try that. Treacy's. Treacy's World. Okay. Okay, so the mama got 20,000 subscribers. If this the mama, let me see what it says. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen because this may be the mama's channel. This the mama's Treacy's World, and it says she don't have a detailed about what it's about, but she's been on here since July 2021. So it looks like if this is her, Is this the right channel? Because her last content video was what, 3 years ago? So is that her mama? Is this the right channel? Yes, that's her. Addison, you say yes, that's her. So she doesn't do content really anymore because there's nothing under lives. She posted 10 months ago, but her video cooking with Tracy's curry chicken. So that was 3 years ago. You said she does lives. So do she take them? Well, she must have took them down. So I wonder, does she have like a private, do she do lives and then just maybe private her things afterwards? Because y'all know some folks that do that, they'll create something and then move it to like a Patreon, put it behind a paywall. So maybe that's what she does with her lives. But let me see. I don't see anything on here advertising a Patreon. So child, so I learned something new. Yeah, didn't know her mama was out here. Lord Jesus. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Let me see where I'm let me see. Virtuous Woman says, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to my channel. I am Chic. This channel is Chic Speaks on It. It's a backup channel to my main channel, my larger channel, which is Chic Speaks. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels. On this channel, it's just a reaction channel, and I just talk all things, just anything drama going on the YouTube, on the internet, celebrity gossip. Child, it's like a gumbo. It's a hodgepodge of things I talk about on this channel. This is my newer channel. So this is my newer channel, road to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to build this channel up just as, we built the other channel up. So listen, I share my time between both spaces, and I am appreciative because a lot of you are followers between both of my platforms. So I do thank you for the support. So yes, please continue to support, like, share, and subscribe. Spread the gospel. Now over here, I'm trying to get them understand who the hell Peach McIntyre is. So with y'all help, you guys are getting me all the way together. I'm making notes. Y'all legit, I got notes. I legit got notes on these names because, child, ain't no damn way I'm gonna remember these names. We already on the other channel got those kids named by 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. We might have to do a number system over here too. We got to figure it out because these some different kind of names. Marie says Peach's government assistance, a channel holder called the Peach's government assistance, a channel holder called the hospital and verifying the bill was paid for by Medicaid, and she tried to press charges on that person. Oh, so okay. So what we're saying is what is being confirmed. She's on Medicaid. Because my thing, I be wondering with people who be on the internet, and if they getting these government assistance, how long can they pull that off? Because I would imagine it's not hard. It's not like the easiest thing where, when somebody's getting government assistance. I don't know now if the system just do a check now to check and see if you got any type of content on the internet to make money, because there are so many people who are making money on the internet. And I remember years ago, like I said, I followed, Chrissy, I've known of her a long time. I don't follow her regularly, but I remember when she announced some years back how she finally was off of getting food stamps because I think them people caught on to her. So she had to, start buying her own groceries and things like that. And this was probably earlier on when I came to know who she was. So I would say this was like when I heard her saying all this, I think she was still living in Colorado. And she was saying that she now no longer was getting like the food stamps and things like that, because I think this government got wind of her income coming from social media content creation. And, she got like over 200,000 followers just on YouTube. I only kind of follow her there. So she has a big following too. And at that time, when the people got on to her, when she was talking about it, she probably was maybe around 100,000, little over 100,000 followers. So I'm wondering, if they got some people in the background like, oh, you applying for government assistance. Let me see if you got a YouTube channel, because otherwise, if they're not doing anything like this, to me, it seems like it would be easy for someone who is on social media to still be able to collect a check, or collect unemployment or whatever. Uh, so, but here's the thing, if you're a paid content creator, at least on social media, from my understanding of what I've learned, uh, you get you'll get a document, for tax filings because they're taking taxes out of your check. So on my other channel, that's now monetized. This month will be the first month of collecting anything from that channel. I did get a communication from them with showing me that yes, they take taxes out and things like that. So my thing is, if that's said, if she say Peach is getting monetized from her content, through the watch hours, then she should be getting legal documents for tax filing. So therefore they should see the income. And then from my understanding with people, we being on government, I've never been on government assistance, but you have to apply for things. And they want to see like documentation and things like that. But y'all, if there's a will, is a way. You got so many people who know around about these loopholes and ways around the system. And especially when you see people who easily, pop out a lot of kids, you just kind of wonder like, what's really going on? What's really going on? But yes, it has been kind of floating around as far as like with Peach and if she's getting any type of assistance from the government, given that she's having all these children. And as someone, I think Laura pointed out, if these kids are able to collect a check from the government from any type of disability, then there you go as well. So, child, it's a hustle. You just got to look. These people out here, y'all just better watch your back. You just better watch out for people. Addison said, Prune said she talked to Peach when she was almost at 1 million. And I wonder what Peach told her. What kind of advice, y'all? If we could have been a fly on the wall, if only we had those recordings like we had Judge Fifi recordings. What were those conversations like? I would like to even know I don't know with Suki, I think she might have hit Suki. I don't know if she had a conversation on the phone with Suki or if it was just through a message through like a DM or whatever. But child, like some of these conversations, I would love to see how they went, whether it was, something to read from her messaging or an actual phone conversation, because what the hell? Prune and Suki and Prune and Peach McIntyre, this is as good as we can get, Prune, with people to reach out for. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, virtuous woman, for that. Yes. So Treaties was Tracy's World. So we went over there. We didn't see any lives. So Mama May probably pulled her lives and put it behind a paywall. Addison says she will have on a head wrap. So Mama, yep. So I think we've figured that out. Yep. She had a head wrap. So now what kind of energy does the mama give? Because is the daughter anything like the mama? Do she get it from her mama, child? Do she get it from her mama? Only time I've heard her mama brought up is just when people say when Peach goes through it, that's who she go running to. She go hooping and hollering to her mama, and her mama is there to console her, as a mama should. But that's the only thing I've heard about her mom. I've never kind of heard anything else pertaining to her moms. The sound went out. Okay. Y'all probably can hear me now. Addison says they got into it. Maybe she took her off. Who got into it? Peach and her mama got into it. Who got into it? Yvonne McGowan. Hello. If you listen, I'm trying to understand who Peach McIntyre is. So if you know, get me caught up. Peach just learned she's pregnant with twins, child. Not one, but two. She went to the doctor, said, Doctor, my back hurt. They was like, ma'am, your back hurting because you pregnant with twins. You pregnant with twins. Maria said Rasta Queen. That's Peach mom channel. Rasta Queen. So she changed. So let's go to Rasta Queen. Rasta Queen. Let me see. Rasta Queen. Okay, so she got two channels then. Um, I'm gonna share my screen because this one she has, so apparently this is Peach McIntyre's mama, Rasta Queen. This is her channel. Rasta Queen Cooking and Things. So she has two channels. So this one has 18,000 subscribers, almost 19,000. Her other channel is at 20,000, almost 21,000 subscribers. So I wonder what made her switch. Well, hell, you never know. Hell, I got two channels over here. So, so it looks like this Rasta Queen channel is the one that she's using presently, and then she just stopped using the other channel. So I wonder why she just kind of jumped off using the other channel altogether versus kind of just still putting content on both. But both of them are almost got the same exact, number of subscribers or whatever. So this is how Mama Child, y'all, is Peach is Peach mama. Do she give what her daughter give? Does she give what her daughter give? Marie says Peach was getting EBT for years since 2020. She showed it when she enrolled her children into school when we had the COVID. So listen, she said kids got to eat and she gonna collect what she can collect. Addison says, and Maria, thanks, I put the wrong channel. Well, yeah, she got two channels. We see she got two channels. Addison said, no, Sheik, I gave you the wrong channel. Nah, so yeah, we see she got two channels. It's the same. That's the same woman. It's the same woman. It's just she has Claudette. Let me look at the email associated with Eat. That's the same woman. It's the same face. It looks like the same woman to me. With the head wrap, cooking. To me, it looks like it's the same woman. So y'all can check it out. But to me, they look like it's the same woman to me. The face to me, they both had the head wrap. Marie says her mom cook and walk before she goes to work. Okay. So, okay. Virtuous says, hey, Yvonne. Hello. Marie says, Addison, you're welcome. Marie says, yes, they took her old. They took her old channel. So why did they take the old channel? Because it's still out there. So I guess she got it back. It came back, but what was the deal as to why the old channel was taken? Why was the old channel taken? Because it's still there. So I wonder, was it taken? I always wonder that too with content creators when I'll see them and they'll disappear and their channel be gone for however long, and then they come back. So I'm like, okay, can YouTube like temporarily take the channel and then they let you get it back? Because I've seen content creators kind of leave and then it's like they come back and the channel's there. So I just kind of never understood what that was about. But that channel is still there because you can still search it. It's there. She's just not using it. So maybe when somehow it got taken, she then worked to build up another one. And she just kept going just with the second one versus the one that was taken, child. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand because it is a lot. It's a lot. So that's what I'm trying to understand. I'll probably be coming back out here with additional content talking about her on this channel, not the other channel. So on this channel, we can talk about her, talk about Beloved, Peach McIntyre, anything on this channel. This is my smaller channel, my backup channel that I am growing. So this is where, for those of you who are interested in discussing Peach McIntyre, because child, on my main channel, the folks was like, no, ma'am, she a lot, she a whole lot. I can't do it. The prune is already enough. One special patient at a time. And I'm like, I get it. So I didn't want to put y'all through too much over there. I didn't even want to put myself through it. I didn't want to put myself through it. But since I was getting just a lot of things like popping up in my recommendation for Peach, I'm like, let me just listen. Let me ask some questions. Let me do some digging because what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire, child. And it's some stuff going on. And maybe, given that she's pregnant and these twins are on its way, it's a good time for me to kind of jump in and to try to follow some things, to keep up, maybe follow her as she's going through her journey from with being pregnant with the twins. Maybe that's what we can do. Marie says the people who likes Peach strike her channel. The people who likes Peach strike her channel. She had a fight at the casino with two patches, and they went after her channel. So are you saying the people who don't like her strikes her channel? And you said she got into a fight with two patches. Who the hell is two patches? Is that somebody else on it? Who is two patches? Is that somebody's name? Who is two patches? All I know is 2 Chainz. Who is two patches? Is that a person or is that a typo? Who is two patches? I want to know. I want to know, because I ain't never heard that name before. I ain't never heard that name. Maybe it's a typo. Let me know. Marie, who is this person? Or are you saying she had 2 patches in her head at the time when she got into a fight at the casino? I'm trying to read it different types of ways. How am I supposed to read this? 2 patches. Please elaborate. Please elaborate for me. Oh my God. Addison says Peach Mama had to defeat herself. What do you mean by that when you say she had to defeat herself? Peach Mama had to defeat herself. What do you mean by that? What does that mean when you say she had to defeat herself, Addison? What do you mean by that? Because now I'm trying to learn who Peach is. Now y'all done introduce me y'all to the mama. So now I got to get to know the doggone mama. I'm trying to get to know Peach and the mama, where she come, what they say, who her people is, and learn who they people are, who her people is, who Peach people is, who her people is. Addison says the fans of Peach are called the Peach Patch. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Addison said Peach Mama had to defend herself. Okay. So back to, so who got into the fight then? So was it Peach Mama that got into the fight then at the casino? The people who likes Peach strike her channel. She had a fight at the casino. So, okay, child. Shelly Young said, hey, Cactus has just found for full custody and child support enforcement for the older 2. Yeah, Lord Jesus. So okay. Okay, so we got clearly some work to do on the other channel. Thank you, Shelly, for giving me that breaking news. I appreciate you, Shelly. Make sure you like the video while you over here. Thank you for that. I will I have a show scheduled for this afternoon for this channel. So yeah. I'm sure y'all know how I do. I'll eventually make my way on that other channel to talk about some things. Marie R says Peach Patches got into a fight with Peach Mom. Oh, so the Peach Patches got into the fight with the mama. So the fans got into a fight with the mama. So does that mean, so is Peach at odds with the mom? Do her and her mom not see eye to eye? That's my next question. Do Peach and her mama not get along? Do they not get along? For the Peach Patches to go at the mom? Do they have like is it kind of like Prune and her mama, where they don't see eye to eye? They don't get along? Is this, because we be talking about child with mamas and their daughters. It's something with mamas and the daughters that can just be real toxic in just a different type of way. Addison says, I like Peach Mama's energy. Okay. Marie says she had to defend herself against 2 ladies at the casino. Okay. So, yeah, that's my question. Do you all know what is the current state of Peach relationship with her mother? Do they see eye to eye? Do they fight? Addison said her mother always has to come online and defend herself. Got it. So when she's defending herself, is she defending herself from things that are being said on Peach's channel? Like, what's the deal with that? What is she defending herself from? Like, what is she defending herself from? What's the tea? What's the deal with that? If you know, like, because this is crazy. This is insane. Like, I wasn't expecting, the conversation to go into a direction of Peach mama and her having a channel, and then the mama having a windmill and fight folks off of her at the casino. What's the deal with the casino? It goes down in the casino. Where these people live? Where these people live? Where are they? What state are they in? I can't remember. Did Peach say where she live? Where is she? Is she in Florida or is she in Texas? Where is Peach? Where is y'all know where Peach live? Where's she? Where's her mom? I can't remember. I don't know if Peach said it in that live that I caught, if she says where she's located. Where is Peach located? If anyone knows, what state, what city, what state, where are they located? Because child, it goes down the casino. It's about the casinos. It's going down in the casinos, child. And Peach said, listen, that's my spot. I'm about to grow this. I wonder if anyone know, you said Florida. Okay. I thought I might have heard her say Florida. Do you all know Peach's second channel with the gambling? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have y'all seen that channel? Because she plugged it and she said she was growing it and she was going to have 100,000 subscribers before this year, 2024 is out. Do anyone know what Peach's second channel is? Her gambling channel. Because she says she has a gambling channel. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see in her description on her videos if she mentioned it. Let me see if she mentions her other channel. I'm not seeing. I don't see it on her channel where her mentioning her second channel. But she did say she has a second channel, a gambling channel. And I'm assuming it's a YouTube channel because she talked about, like, from a subscriber standpoint, she was talking about it on YouTube. So I'm assuming it's a YouTube channel that she has. Let me see. Let me see. Gambling. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm about to share my screen. Y'all may not know. Let me share my screen. Field trip. Field trip. We're about to share. We're going to Peach World. Okay. This is the second channel. This is the second channel if you want to support her and her gambling and what it is that she do over there. This is her second channel. And let me read it. Child, I got so much open for some. I don't want to take stuff down because I got another show scheduled on this channel for my research for live number 2 for later on tonight at 6 o'clock. Gamble with Peach. Make sure y'all here for my live. We're talking about Tiffany Henyard, the mayor in Illinois. Y'all, child, it's going down in Illinois. Child, they trying to get that woman thrown in jail. So make sure you come back and check out that live at 6 o'clock. But this is her second channel, Gamble with Peach. She has 62.8 thousand subscribers. And she said that, let me see, this channel got started in March of 21. And she said she is on the road to growing this channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And she said by early part of next year, maybe around like April or something like that, she will be the third largest, at least she's going to be in the top 3 largest gambling channels on YouTube. Her goal is to become the number 1, but she's saying by like spring of next year, she's definitely going to secure that number 3 spot. So if you are interested in following along with her and on her journey to becoming the top gambling channel on the internet, on YouTube, you can subscribe to this channel. This is Gamble with Peach. And they said, listen, right after she left that hospital, she was gambling. So then, I don't know. This might be the video with her gambling. She said, I only have $30. I wonder, did she raise that 10,000 that she was working on a few nights back, where she was trying to raise $10,000 for gambling, and she was selling her her products for $1.88. So she said the money was for gambling. That was the reason why she was selling. Marie says the two ladies started the fight with Peach mom. No, they don't talk to one another because she wants to keep her children. They're unruly and disrespectful because she want to keep her children. They're unruly and disrespectful. Peach didn't like no one to whip her kids. So Peach mad because the grandmama, Peach mama, don't want to watch the kids because they're unruly and disrespectful. Is that what we're saying, Marie? Mama, I can't watch these kids because they out of control. Is that what's going on? Addison says, I love gambling. I might have to watch this channel. Well, listen, gamble with Peach. Gamble with Peach. That's what she's doing. We might have to get into, some reviews on maybe some of her content with the gambling and, her as she's pregnant, y'all. Like, so we might have to just follow her, through her pregnancy and get to know her together, because it seemed like, there's some of us over here, or some of you who know who she is, but then there's quite a few of us who were kind of not really familiar with her like that, just trying to understand and figure this thing out. So yes, so this is Peach. Let's see. Let's try to click on that first video and see what she's talking about. Child, since we here, why not? Fair use. Let's see what Peach talking about. Hopefully she ain't got no music in here.
What you already know. This is Peach, and I'm gonna gamble only $20. Slide. Got the ultimate jackpot feature. This is called Mind Blast. I have played this game before with my husband. I'm gonna go ahead and insert $20. Now, when I played this with my husband, I was betting $7.50, $7.50, which is the max bet. Here's your bet: 75 cents, $1.50, $2.25, $3.75, and $7.50. I'm only gonna bet low to the flow, and hopefully gonna kill that shit. If we get the little thing, then do the little bonus pops and times and stuff. Let's see if they gonna lose that money, honey. Why you don't want to work? Don't be a glitchy machine. I forgot to put my card in. First winner, $1. This, I don't think it's working. I gotta hit it up here. I don't like that. Come on, baby, pedal it. Let me get my card. Put it in. Put that card in. Hope they bring us some better luck. Come on, baby. It don't want to work. Peaches, you might need to take that as a sign, sweetheart. So that's what you need, those little things for it to explode. Come on, baby. Loose that money, honey. Comment down below, have you ever played this game betting low? This shit don't want to work. I'm about to cash out, y'all. I don't want to hit big, so that's going to pop. You got to hope the shit match in that roll. Like, you need these 3 rolls to match. It'd be hard to get them to match. Look how hard that is. 66 funky ass. Man, I'm not happy about that.
Well, she's off to a rough start. So we are looking at Peach's most recent content on her second channel, Gamble with Peach, and she playing with $30, y'all. Sometimes, listen, I'm good. Listen, I walk up in with 20, so she got 10 more than what I got. I got 20 on it, and I make it do what it do when I go to Vegas. My husband got his 20, I got my 20, and when it's gone, it's gone. That's how deep it gets for us over here. But arguably, some people feel like, she got a whole entire habit. And I don't know, I got to follow. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that, but people feel like she has a gambling habit. And this is where her money goes. So I don't know if people feel like, okay, yeah, well, she ain't got the millions, because listen, the casino, y'all say she in Florida, the Florida casinos got the money. That's where the money is. But she is pregnant. She just learned she's pregnant with a set of twins. And child, when you know, kids cost. So I don't know. Maybe she in here trying to hit it big because she knows she got 2 extra mouths that she is going to have to feed. And y'all, some may say, listen, she getting some EBT, but y'all, that's one type of resource. That ain't got nothing to do with, having the resources for toiletries and food on the kids' backs. Like that's gonna cost some money. So EBT can't do nothing for that. EBT can get them Fruit Loops, the milk, get some fruit, and some fruit snacks. But that's about it. That is about it. Let me see. Marie says, Peach mad at her mom. She charges her to watch her children, but she watch her sister, teenage daughter, for free. Peach have 7 disrespectful children. Child, it makes a difference. Don't nobody want to watch nobody badass kid. Like, think about it. Like, it makes a difference with the behavior of children. Like, as far as if you want to sign up to watch them. People not trying to sign up to watch some kids that are hard-headed, that don't listen. No, ain't nobody trying to do all that, especially even if it is some money involved. And then the mom and grandma probably really like, oh, they really bad. You definitely got to pay me because they be working my nerves. They work my nerves in a way that the other kids, don't work my nerves. So you said she watches her sister, teenage daughter, and if she's a teenager, that she damn near self-sufficient, so that's different type of work with looking after a teenager that got some act right, just basic and just sit the hell down and be on their phone, watch some TV, than some kids who are small. And some of you have thrown in that some of the kids have some mental health challenges or some learning disabilities. And a lot of times, that shows in behaviors. So that's work. It is work. It is work. So with that being said, Marie, I'm not quite mad at grandmama. If the grandmama's like, listen, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not trying to catch no case behind you and nobody kids. So how about you just keep your own kids? And sometimes it's best to do just that, to just let kids just stay where they are. So you don't get caught up in nothing, especially when you know that the kids' behavior isn't on the up and up. And that's family or no family. Sometimes you just got to really just think smart and just think, is my freedom worth putting on the line? And if the answer is no, then no, you just say, listen, I can FaceTime. I can say, hey, I can even send gifts over in the mail. I can drop by, maybe visit, but I can't do the babysitting because I just can't do unruly kids. So it is what it is. But let's get back a little bit more to this video before I get out of here, just to see if Peach can make it do what it do on $30, because she says she got 30 on it. So let's see if we can see if she can win with this $30 before she gets off this machine and move on to the next.
You betting 75 cents, you win 66. All right, now this one gonna pop. Now this what I like. Hopefully these two can match though. Make it match. Make it match. Go all across the screen. Give Peach the green. Make it match. Oh, that was some bullshit. You see that? Bullshit. Come on, baby. Pay the lady. Some more bullshit. This just pissed me off. Nothing ain't gonna match. I know I'm only betting a penny, but goddamn. So this how this game tricky. This how it get you. And you don't be wanting to get up when you see those little X's. You like, well, it could bust. Hold on, I'm gonna keep. Next thing you know, it'll bust you upside your head and you done lost $300. So be careful. I like games like this because they're fun. The suspense of, ooh, I could have won. But, baby, it's tricking me. They like, we got a fool who likes to gamble. Tease me with the bonuses. Where the money at? We done lost half our money. We done lost $9.99. They ain't gave us nothing great. Come on, baby, pay the lady. All right. Now, we have a better chance when it busts in the middle because, typically you could get 2 things to match right here. Where you win? Come on, baby, pay the lady. Now, here we go. Here go the bullshit. Come on, don't tease Peach. Please, Peach. Come on, loose that money. It don't want to loose it. It don't want to loose it. 90 cent win. Our biggest win, I think. Come on, make it match. Oh, my God. This game sucks ass when you betting low today. Come on, baby. Suck ass. I feel like I got tricked, y'all. Come on, baby. Redeem me. Make a way. Hey, if all three could pop at the same time, we'll be in there like swimwear. A 90-cent win again. Come on, baby. Oh, here we go. Here go the bullshit. Come on, baby. Make it match all across the screen. Give Peach the green. Come on, now. Little folk, keep your place open now. Don't do me like that. Oh, my gosh. It's a trick. Oh, there we go. We won $7.50. That's 10 times I bet.
Child, Peach, gambling the diaper money. She gambling the diaper money. The twins gonna need diapers. Peach, Marie says Peach pay her husband thousands of dollars to stay at home so she can pay her to watch her grandchildren. Wow. Well, yeah, if she paying her husband to stay at home to watch his own kids, then yeah, I ain't mad at grandma saying like, run me my coin. If you willing to pay him to do whatever, you can pay me too. So listen, I mean, I don't think that it's fair to have any type of expectations on how somebody should show up for your children. So if someone's saying, yes, I'll watch your kids, but you have to pay me, grandma or no grandma, like, okay, it is what it is. They don't have to watch your kids. Grandparents don't have to watch your kids. No one has to do anything for your children. Only the parents are technically responsible to have to be obligated to do anything. Anything else someone else does for you and yours, it's just because it's out the kindness of their heart. Like it's the entitlement for me. Marie says, and things blow up from there. She said that her mom is dead to her. That's crazy. Well, she would be mad at me too, and be mad at my mama too, because my mama ain't gonna watch no badass kids. And I'm not either. I'm not either, and I don't. But here's the thing: like, it's about how you raise your children. So just within my circle, my family, the kids aren't bad, so I can watch any of them because it's just how they were raised. They were raised to be respectful. So they're respectful to their parents, and they're respectful to anyone else, other adults. So we ain't got them problems. But if you do got them problems, then you did it yourself because you didn't raise them right. You didn't raise them right, and you created children that people do not want to be bothered with, even if they are related to those kids. It just be like that. That's why we got to be careful with just how we move or the things that we say, what we instill in our children, because there's going to be a point to where you're going to need someone and want someone to show up for you, and they're not going to be there. They're not going to want to, and they're going to have many of reasons as to why not. Started with, hell, you cussed me out and you told me I was dead to you. Like, people don't forget stuff. And when you put it on the internet is forever, forever, ever, and I think sometimes, people, I don't know if it's just like in the back of their mind, they don't really realize that you're like, the internet is here, it's there. You can remove a video, but child, people will screen record in 5.5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds, and they got it, and they can, circulate it around on the internet. Marie says she also talked down about her unalive daddy really bad. So okay, so yeah, I definitely, the longer I'm on here and reading these comments, I'm seeing the similarities there between the prune and peach, and it's not good. It's not good because it just sounds like there are people to where they know what it is to burn a bridge, and that's just not what you want to do. Because when you burn that bridge, that time's going to come when you're going to need help and want someone to be there for you and be a support for you. But if you done got all slick at the mouth and said what you ain't gonna do, what you don't need, this, that, and the third, people don't forget that. People are like, okay, I got you. Keep that same energy when you need me and when you want to call on me for whatever reason. But I got you. I hear what you're saying. You ain't got to tell me more than once. You ain't got to tell me twice. So it seems like that's the energy that her mom, who has the channel name Rasta Queen, seems like that's the energy Mama Rasta Queen got. Like, baby, I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. And now with Peach being pregnant with twins, and people are counting on that man getting ghosts, who is she going to have to rely on? Do you all think that her mother will be back in the picture? once these babies are born, when she's going to need help with these babies, when or if that man who they call what would, when or if he disappears and get ghost on her, because many believe that that is exactly what's going to happen, because they said that's just how he roll. This is just what he does. He's there. He like I'm picturing like double dutch, kind of in and out. And what kind of life is that? How do you be dependent on someone, a husband, your children's father, like when this is the energy they're given, the lack of consistency. So I mean, it's a sad situation, but maybe I guess Peach looks at the casino as her happy place, the place where she go to woosah. But as I talk about, it's about having healthy ways to de-stress, to healthy ways to basically, getting into a different space, but healthy. Like you don't want to go from one toxic situation to another. As someone said, okay, just because you kicked the alcohol habit, but picked up a drug habit, you can't be running around talking about, ooh, I beat my habit. I'm not an addict anymore. Player, you can just swap habits. So what I'm saying is that you can't want to de-stress from a toxic situation by going and doing something else that's toxic, because it's going to take your mind off of that other toxic thing. That's not what I mean over here. You have to do something. You have to engage in things that are healthy, as I like to talk about, like, exercising, meditation, going for a walk, phoning a friend, but maybe even getting off the internet. But going from, one toxic thing to another, that's just not the move. That's not the move. So I feel like eventually, sooner than later, she is going to need her mother, and y'all, we will be here to talk about it. Addison said last time she had a baby, her mama helped her. Yeah. And I'm sure her mother will be here to help her this time around too. And who knows what the mom, if the mama in her feelings and being, and upset, saying, I forget it, I ain't helping her, but it's her child at the end of the day. And I just like to believe that if Peach found herself in a situation where she needed her mom and she called on her mom, it's like, listen, I know things been, rough. And maybe even if Peach apologized, maybe her mom will come there and run to her to be an aid and a support for her. So, because that's what it's about with being family. But you can't keep effing people over. You can't F people over. Then when you need them, you run back and be like, oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry, but can you come over? I need your help right now. Like, it doesn't work that way. People see through it. People see through the nonsense. So you just got to be wise enough, keen enough to peep game. And it sounds like her mama ain't no fool. And she recognizes what's going on. And that's what we're trying to do over here. Some of us recognize what's going on. And I'm just, touching the surface of it all. Addison says, bye. See y'all later. Bye-bye, Addison. Thank you for coming through. But yes, thank you for joining me in this conversation as you help me to get to know who the hell Peach McIntyre is. And B Loves Life, she's someone else that I'm trying to get to know more of as well. But right now, the two ladies just, they ain't liking each other. They are not liking each other. And there's some reasons for that. And we touched on some of those reasons, but I'm sure it goes far deeper than what I even, than what I went. What they say, the rabbit hole runs deep. So there's a lot. So definitely, if you all come back or come across this channel, drop a comment. Give me some insight on just both ladies as far as what's going on with them. Peach, she's pregnant with twins. What are your thoughts on that? The situation with her mama. Was that Rasta Queen? Is that her mother's YouTube channel, Rasta Queen? What are your thoughts pertaining to the relationship between Peach McIntyre and Rasta Queen? Do y'all think Rasta Queen will be here for her daughter, Peach McIntyre, when it's time for her to drop her lows, deliver these twins? I don't know how far along Peach is, but people are speculating it's about 4 or 5 months. So we're just going to say it's safe to say that she's kind of like halfway to the finish line. So that means we looking at some babies being born probably at the top of the year, end of the year, rounding to the top of the year. Twins, sometimes, they don't go full term. So really at any, really any time, quite frankly, between now, end of the year, we can hear about her having these babies, because she's having multiples. A lot of times the babies don't go full term, but we prayers, blessings, wishes for her to go full terms, to deliver 2 healthy babies, to have to give them names that child we can help, for starters, remember, because we got to add them to the, we got McIntyre, phenomenal, Gregory, wonderful, gorgeous, and amazing. So the question is, what will the twins' names be? Someone threw out Alpha and Omega, and then someone threw out Marvelous and Beautiful. So we might have to do a poll on that. What will the new babies' names be? So listen, that's all I got. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you have the notification bell hit so you know when I go live. I have a show scheduled for this afternoon at 6 o'clock to talk about Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Child's going down in Illinois. They trying to get that woman not only thrown off the board, removed from her position, but thrown in jail, child, for spending up them locals, the folks' money, the taxpayer money. This is what they are alleging that she is doing, child. She got whole $33,000 Amazon orders out there. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So make sure that you catch me on that live and be ready to get into some things, because I've been all over the place just researching her, trying to understand it and just make sense of it. And child, this is where you come in. I need for you to help me make sense of this. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel, as well as my main channel, Chic Speaks, where we talk all things Queen of Kings. And it's also my channel where I'll demonstrate fitness exercises to also help you get your life together in the physical as well as the mental. So we're about body, mind, and soul from a holistic standpoint. So you do not want to miss out on any of that. We got some updates that came in over here about our favorite flower in the garden, the prune. So I don't know, I may hop on at some point today and go live and to discuss anything new that's unfolding. So listen, child, y'all make sure y'all got that notification bell hit. The vet said Peach likes to gamble. She tried buying some name brand things to throw shade at her family, and now she doesn't have those material things or a home. Child, it's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. It sounds like she needs to get it together, and she's about to have 9 reasons to get it together. I mean, in her children, the children that are slated to arrive in the next 4 months, babies 8 and 9, because she's pregnant with twins. She has recently announced. So she got a lot of reasons to get it together. Hopefully her and her mother can work things out, because it sounds like that's who she gonna need, because I don't know how solid Wood is, the husband is, but word on the curb is that he's not that dependable like that. He's either here and there. So it just depends on what day of the week it is. So hopefully she's not in denial about that, to the point to where she's still staying her feelings about whatever going on with her mama, because it seems like that's going to be the person who's going to come through for her as usual, from what I'm coming to see. So listen, it's a lot, but yeah, I'm going to continue to watch her, and I will definitely be coming back to talk more about her, because child, I'm trying to understand this woman who is now pregnant with twins. So I am Chic from Chic Speaks on It. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next live broadcast. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Happy Friday, and have a great weekend.